Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here with me. It's time for a tarot reading. Let's see, we have the Hierophant. Starting off with a Major Arcana card. That's cool. Eight of Swords. Oh, yes. King of Wands. Three of Cups. And I'm going to draw an Oracle card, even if we just started the reading. That's okay. Healing Chaos. Ooh. You're trying to climb out of this mindset where you don't feel like you're good enough. The word actually in my brain is pit. You're in a pit of low self-worth. And I'm saying pit because it's very hard to climb out of it. It's like a deep, like, imagine falling into a well. And I have the Batman trilogy, Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy in my head, right? Movie references. I don't think I've been making that many movie references lately, so this is interesting. It's back. So if you watch the first Batman film in that trilogy, Batman Begins, um, Bruce falls into a well, right? And so that's what I'm thinking about here. You're in that deep well of low self-confidence, and it's very, very hard to get out by yourself. I personally went through this, and if you are going through this, then you will understand what I'm saying. It's like, even if you do things that logically you know are good and show that you're smart and you're capable, there's always like a rebuttal in your head that says, yeah, that wasn't that great. You just got lucky. It's because other people helped you. It wasn't because of your contribution. Like anybody else could have done that. Constant wash of these comments inside your head that keep telling you that you're not great. And even if other people tell you that you're doing good, it's hard for you to accept it. However, if somebody ever said anything bad about you, you're going to absorb it and you're going to keep it, and it's going to replay in your head nonstop for even decades later. Like somebody said something about your teeth, oh gosh, it's not going to be an insecurity forever. You couldn't fit into the clothes that you wanted to wear. Oh no, that's going to send you to a spiral. So, what happens? This is like people trying to help you climb out of that pit. And now my brain is going to the third movie of the Batman trilogy, which is Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, like just trying to get out of a pit. In this case, it's a different pit from Bruce Wayne, right? But it's like you have friends, you have connections, could also be family, right? Trying to boost your self-confidence, trying to tell you, hey, you shouldn't be so down on yourself. You're actually really good. You're really attractive. You're funny. You're amazing at what you do. You're really talented. So they're trying to boost your view of yourself, which is great. Like not all people have this, and I'm glad that you do. Then you have the Hierophant here. This is like your spiritual connection. It doesn't, it could mean your religion. It could mean, spirituality, your own personal connection to God. This is also trying to give you a boost. I think sometimes even when your ego or that negative voice in your head is really being very, very heavy and negative towards you, you remember things like, I am a child of God. I was created by God. And that means that I have worth. God loves me. And so that also makes me worthy of love because God Himself loves me. You try to remember these things when you're having a hard time, and so it kind of helps a little bit. And then you also have here the King of Wands. And for me, this is also you. It's like the imagery is really nice because they're somehow similar with the rays coming out and the swords pointing in that direction as well. It's like two opposites. And these are both you. They're both inside you. You have, parts of you that are trying to build up your self-confidence, saying, look, you did well today, okay? That presentation, was very difficult. You were nervous, but you did well, and your boss praised you. Good job. Then you have this other part that's saying, yeah, whatever, you messed up when you were talking about slide 3. And you saw how this other person was rolling her eyes at you. It's still not perfect. So it's like you have these two parts of you. But in the context of the context of this reading, if you notice, like you have help from all directions, all angles. You have help from within yourself. You have help from the people around you, and you have help from the spiritual realm, right? They're all trying to lift you up from this pit. And then we have the Oracle card, Healing Chaos. And this really makes me think of a tower moment. I mean, we haven't drawn the tower card, but it feels like that to me, and it is interesting that it's also a really tall thing. I mean, I don't have that in my other deck. I have the tower card, which is also, of course, the tall tower going upward, and it also has butterflies on it, meaning transformation, right? That's what the tower card energy is. It's like divine intervention. Something is going to happen that's going to rattle things, shake things up for you. And that's meant to kind of break you out of whatever situation you're in. And in that case, it is like this prison of your own self-doubt and insecurity. So something's going to happen to change things up for you. And although it's going to be chaotic, and although, of course, it's going to be uncomfortable for you, just know that the purpose of that is to break you out of this pit of low self-confidence. Okay. Chariot in reverse. Yeah. Normally the chariot, if it were upright, is talking about moving forward, right? In this case, it's either saying that you are not moving forward, because how can you move forward when you're stuck in a pit? But also, going back to this healing chaos thing, you cannot escape this. Like, if you look at the symbolism here, the tornado, some people try to outrun the tornado, right? I'm thinking about people who are storm chasers. I don't know if they still do that, but back in the day, they would do that, right? Some people would try to go near the tornado to try to study it, and then they try to drive away so that they don't actually get hit by the tornado. So it's like you're coming close, but then you're running away. In this case, there's no running away. You're meant to be there and experience the tornado. You're meant to experience this upheaval. You can't run away from it. Don't try to run away from it. You're not meant to. Okay. Five of Wands in reverse. Conflict. Yeah, going back here. I don't know what's going to happen with you, but whatever it is, like I said, as uncomfortable as it is, as disruptive as it is, it's meant to be that way. It's meant to be that way. 5, right? 5 is about change, the number 5. Yeah, it's meant to break you out of this mental prison and this pit. One last oracle card for you. Yeah. Work through your fears. Absolutely. This is going to be tough for you, whatever it is that's coming. But you have to face it because the alternative is if you don't face this, you will be stuck here in this state forever because it doesn't matter how many support systems you have, you kind of have to break yourself out from within. Um, Again, with the Christopher Nolan trilogy. All right, in the first movie, when I said the little baby Bruce Wayne, I think he was 10 years old or something. Um, at the time, when he fell into the well, his father had to rescue him. Right, somebody had to help him. An external force had to help him. But by the third movie, he was in a pit, like the prison, where Bane and that child was from. I'm giving spoilers, but I'm not giving that much of a spoiler. So, in that case, nobody could break him out. He had to break himself out. He had to be the one to climb the pit. It had to be him. So that's what this message means. If you want to get out of there, out of that state where you're constantly doubting yourself, constantly hating yourself, constantly belittling yourself, you have to be the one to want to do it and to commit to doing it. And now there will come this event or a series of events that will be difficult for you, but are actually going to help you do this. But you have to do the work. And the most important thing to do is to face it. Don't run away. Don't run away from the conflict. Work through your fears. So good luck. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Leave a like if this helped you, and leave comments too. I love comments. All right. I want to thank God, the universe, the angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you to myself, my cards, my crystals. Thank you so much for watching this reading. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.